Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Psycho Gold Videos. Today we're going to be watching Youjo Senki, episode 7. We're skipping 6.5 because I've been told reliably it's a recap. And it just recaps everything that I've already seen, so not gonna bother with that one. It doesn't look like this episode is continuing on from where the last one left off. The last episode ended with them winning their fight, and then, you know, Tanya was back at base, not getting rewarded as such, but was kind of having some time with the commanders, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next. And yeah, without further ado, let's check this episode out and see what happens next. I'm curious to find out myself. Oh, are they evacuating people, are they? Ah. He's going to fight. Off they go to foreign shores. Major Gunner. There's always someone in a war film called Gunner. I was gonna say, I doubt she's bothered about the country. She just wants to give you something to help you come back. Ah, here we go. This is where we left off in the last episode. Oh, okay, so she's getting involved with the strategy. That's fair enough. Sorry if I'm at a slightly different angle, guys. I had to move everything around because of an Ethernet issue. It's not in the right place, which I've now realised. The computer, not the table, not the webcam. Before somebody says, why don't you just move it? Hi! Yeah. The idiocy of the people in charge in World War I. Yes, that's exactly what she's saying. Because it's the truth. Oh! Feel the burn with that comment. I don't think he likes her. I can't say I blame her for that reaction. I was going to say, I thought she was pretty clear in her last comment. Oh, what she just thought of. Yeah. Oh, okay, so they do actually have some sort of a plan. The Battle of the Fjord. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, the Ford. Or Fjord. Yeah, no navy in the world. But, again, Air Force. It reminds me of, I can never remember which bloody island it is, but one of the islands on the UK has a fort like this that did exactly this in one of the wars. I couldn't get onto it because of an old medieval castle keep from still standing after all these years and still of use. They don't make them like they used to. In every country that has one, they all seem to see a revival when a war comes around. Doesn't matter what the weapon is. A nuke would be an obvious exception. But they always seem to be able to stand up to whatever we throw at them. Brilliant. She's definitely got the rest of the battalion thinking like her. No, I don't particularly want to hear him sing either. Blow them up without them even noticing you're there, usually. You think with their long-range spells that they've got, they could take them all out without any real effort. Bum bum. Oh. He knows what's about to happen. He's experienced. To arms! Yeah, I was right. They could just take them out without much effort. Yeah, speed and maneuverability are their trump card in this particular engagement. If they can get through all of those cannons before anybody has a chance to man them. Which they're doing a pretty decent job of. Ugh, lovely. Oh, one's still going. It came from behind. That plane must have been a hell of a way up, though. Oh! Yeah, they did respond fast. They're actually competent. Okay. She's, Oh, okay. So she's not a fan of it either. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, it is him. I thought it was him. I wasn't sure at first. And I've just noticed that there's going to be some audio problems with this episode, so apologies, guys, in advance. From here on out, it should be fine. Not yet. They're still going. They're doing pretty good, though. Oh, I think they're going to take a couple of them out now. Well, that's that. I love it when he makes those sorts of references. Yeah, it's her from the first one. She's following him. Oh, that was unlike her. She didn't know he was there. Well, what do you know? The shield's actually held. Oh! His shield actually held. Hmm. That's the weirdest reason to turn around and fight someone. What was that? Oh dear, the guns are down. Yep. You're in trouble now. It's time to go. Oops. I was about to say you don't want to go to the coast, but they didn't get that far, so... Yeah. What's he gonna do then? Because like I say, they've been building him up for a few episodes. Don't tell me he's gonna pray to God and get some equal powers to Tanya at some point. Bring down the lightning. Oh, she has her... Oh! Yep. It's Battle of the Prayers. I said when he first turned up the fact that he has those golden eyes would be a thing. Oh! Oh, she went straight through his shields! Damn! Fatality. She cares not. Oh well, I guess that's the end of him. Unless he can somehow magically sustain himself, but I somehow doubt it. Oh, that's a bit mean. Captured the railroads. You mean the ones that your battleships just blew to Kingdom Come? Not to be confused with Kingdom Come Deliverance. She looks pleased with herself. Nope. Okay. We return now to command post. I don't think your table believes you. United States? Okay. You're actually called the United States? That's surprising. Oh, okay, so this has all happened then. Aww. That last bit there trying to elicit all the feels. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of episode 7. That was a really good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I like seeing it from 2 different points of view. Bit sad that the Colonel died, but it's a war. It's what happens. Wasn't really expecting him to win in that particular moment. I did think that he was going to get some, like, powerful shot off first and then he would die, but no. Tanya just flew right at him and came in like a wrecking ball. No, I know. Even I didn't like that one. I'm very curious as to where this is going, because we're slowly getting to the end of the series now. Obviously, the next episode will be episode 8, and there's, how many are there? I think there's 12, yep. There's 12 episodes, so we've now officially watched more than we have to go. I'm still very curious as to what the resolution of this series will be, or maybe there won't be one. I don't know if there's more story after what could be the first season. How many volumes of the manga there are, I don't know. In which case, obviously, then perhaps there'll be another season, so there won't be an ending to this particular war. Or, of course, maybe there will be, and then maybe the next time that this all kicks off, Being X will restart the whole thing again with World War II trying to irritate Tanya. The fact that they've kind of essentially won against the Entente Alliance now does kind of mean, will other countries step up, like the Allied Kingdom, for example, or even the United States? Which is so odd that they're just still called the United States when everybody else has a different name. And yeah, there's a lot more countries out there, or maybe they won't. Maybe something else will happen, maybe the history will go a different route, because Being X is obviously out there in the shadows manipulating it. I suspect he'll make an appearance in the next episode, given that Tanya's being so successful. I can't see him being happy about that, but on the other hand, he is praying. Or she is praying. And there's a lot more actual, like, oomph in her voice than, say, in the last couple of episodes where it felt forced, whereas this time it was kind of like she meant it. You know, she wanted that, the lightning to be brought down upon him. And everything's just a means to an end to her. Like, there isn't a single sincere bone in her body. Like, everything she does, there's an agenda, and everything to her is manipulation. And yeah, she is not wired up correctly, but it gets her places and got him places in his previous life. The animation in this particular episode I thought was really good as well. Some of the shots were really atmospheric. It definitely has a unique look to it, in my opinion. I'm sure there are other anime out there that you'll point out it looks like, but I haven't seen them, so I can only comment on this particular one I'm watching. But like Overlord, when they mix the CGI and the 2D, I think it looks really good. The explosions have always looked really good in this show. They're so vibrant and full of colour. I really enjoy it. Some anime, I don't know how to say it nicely, but their art style looks like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, which I know isn't the main point of it. You're supposed to, you know, judge it on its storyline, but somebody recently sent me an old anime. Oh, I can't think what it is now. It's one that involves mechs. It's not Gundam before the obvious comes out. It was a pretty big one, but they just had the opening being shared around on Facebook, and they're so detailed, man. Those old anime like Ghost in the Shell, and there's so much detail in every single frame. And I look at some modern anime and you just think there's barely recognizable shapes in the background. Like, you look back at some of the stuff that was made in the 80s and some of the anime that was out there then, you know, it must have taken hours to do one scene, let alone the full episode. But anyway, I really like this particular art style. I think some of the characters look weird, but they only look weird because most of them look normal. Like, if everybody looked weird, I don't think it would bother me as much, but like Tanya herself and the other lieutenant, her name escapes me, their eyes and their lips are like really over exaggerated, whereas the generals all look kind of normally proportioned. But you get that in real life. Not everybody is, you know, perfectly proportioned, so it doesn't bother me like that. Yeah, I've had some people point it out, like they don't like the way the characters are drawn, and I get that. But the rest of the episode is so well done, I doesn't bother me. I'm curious to see whether or not we're gonna, whether Tanya is gonna get any more power-ups. I mean, she's already pretty high up in the military. She's now strategizing with the generals and then going out and doing it as the leader of a battalion. And she has one of the only high-powered experimental gems in the military. She isn't exactly struggling, even though she is in life or death situations. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this particular episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and that would be amazing. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought of this episode and I will give it a read. All that remains for me to do is to say that I am Psycho Gold and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold, out.